What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm Narik Chase, and I want to sit here and talk about this big controversy surrounding the new idea Marvel's going with, where we have this black woman character is going to be taking over for Tony Stark as Iron Man. Now, when I first heard this idea, I was a bit on the fence, off the fence about it, considering the fact that it's it seems like with all the new progressive things that Marvel is doing, it feels like this is something that they're just phoning in. It's just like they're just doing too much. Now, I'm one of those people. I'm not scared of change. I'm not one of those people that say, let's just keep everything the exact same way. I need to have hear a good reason behind this for me to be on board with it. Now, from what I've read, Riri is this scientific genius who enrolls at MIT at the age of 15, and Tony Stark ends up coming across, finding out about it because she built her own Iron Man suit in her dorm, and this is, I think, that right there feels lazy in my opinion, because it feels like they couldn't come up with a half decent idea, couldn't find the right character or what have you to fit this, and it had to do with this genius 50-year-old. And even though Tony Stark was a genius, when he was 50-year-old, he didn't even design an Iron Man outfit, and it just feels lazy. It feels like they couldn't come up with a good idea, so they watched a couple of anime. Because this seems like something anime would do. Anime is really the only genre where you see child geniuses doing stuff like this, and it's so faulty because of the question. It comes up. She's a genius. How does she come across the tech that he has? And even though from what I've read, she, like reverse engineered the Iron Man technology, and it's like, how does she get access to Iron Man technology to actually reverse engineer it? Uh, and that's the things that really get me. I don't mind a character, not her becoming Iron Man per se. I wouldn't mind her building her own robotic suit, and that could have been her own thing. I don't like the fact that she was 15 because it isn't realistic. I mean, it's comics and everything, but there is a certain level of realism, and it just feels lazy. And the thing about it is, she's going right off the Iron Man thing. She could have built her own suit, could have named it out anything, but it just had to, come off as an Iron Man suit. So I don't like that aspect. I don't like the fact that she was 15. I don't care how much of a genius she was. If it was a black woman character who was a genius at 15 who ended up working for Shield, and then eventually later on in her life, after working with Tony Stark on so many projects, she takes over as Iron Man. It would have made a lot more sense. Or if they pick another black woman character to actually take over the role, like, I don't know, Storm or whatever, what few black women they actually have in their roster thing, fine. But to just have this girl do this out of the blue, nobody know who she is. And I understand this is her time to shine because, like, Miles Morales, all these other like black characters or whatever that are coming out to light, all these other minorities, ethnicities or whatever. Fine, I don't have no problem with that. It's just that there's no depth to the character or whatever. It just all of a sudden it feels like a desperate attempt. And Brian Michael Bendis has come up with some pretty cool characters, Mike Morales, Jessica Jones, man. And I have faith that he will be able to also produce depth with this character too. Nothing against Riri Williams. I think it is a fantastic job for somebody to take over the mantle of Iron Man and have him step down. It's like same thing happened with Spider-Man. Same things happened with Batman. At some point, somebody else takes over that mantle, and but it's kind of the way it's just going about doing it. I don't mind Riri Williams being the character, but I would have liked a better backstory. She could be a genius, fine. But why she had to be 15? Why she couldn't have been a 15-year-old genius who went up with Shield, met up with Tony Stark, and then probably she was like 20 something after so many learning after him, after being studying under him, stuff like that, working with him, something like that. Then she takes over as Iron Man. I would have been all for that. But I ain't got really no hard feelings towards the Riri Williams thing. I think it's an interesting idea. Let's just see where it goes. For all those who say it's a black woman and all of that, your douchebags is not. I have nothing against her being a black woman. I just hope this isn't them Marvel just being too progressive and all of a sudden everybody just you know what I'm saying? It's like it's in your face too much instead of just okay, make subtle changes or something like that. I don't freaking know. As I've said, I think it's an interesting idea. So guys, in the comment section below, let me know what you think about this whole Riri Williams. Can there be another Iron Man? I mean, we had a badass version called War Machine and the Iron Patriot, which I didn't really too much care for Iron Patriot, but War Machine was pretty badass. So can we have another Iron Man? Can it be a woman? And I know, like I said, Thor got turned into a woman, and Captain America got switched over to a black guy, and then you have a black Spider-Man, and and it just seems like instead of them actually continuing on with stories, like they're just throwing there, it's like they're just trying too hard. That's the thing I don't like. They're trying too hard, it seems like. But I have nothing against the idea of a Riri Williams or a female Iron Man. I think it's interesting. I think it's a new take that they're going. But as I said, it could have done a bit better with her backstory. Anyways, guys, till next video, you heard my thoughts on this. Comment section below. Let me know. All right, peace out.